In this particular video, we will look into a class of algae, and that is Phaeophyceae. The term Pheo refers to brown, and that is why the members of Phaeophyceae are commonly called as brown algae. If we talk of the habitat, then members of these brown algae, these are predominantly present in marine habitats. The structure can be simple branched filamentous. The example is Ectocarpus, and the structure can also be profusely branched, and the example is Kelps. Now, kelps are the marine forms, and these are huge structures. These may reach up to the height of 100 meters. Talking about the pigment, in this chlorophyll A, C, these two pigments are present. There will be carotenoids which are present, and xanthophylls will be present, and the xanthophyll which is present is fucoxanthin. If we talk of the color of this algae, color comes due to this xanthophyll, that is the fucoxanthin. So the amount of this particular fucoxanthin will determine the color of this algae. So color can vary from olive green to various shades of brown. Next, coming to the food storage or the reserve food, it is important difference between the three classes of algae. In the case of Phaeophyceae, these are present as complex carbohydrates. It can be laminarin or it can be mannitol. Next is the cell wall. The composition of cell wall is also different in all three classes of algae. In case of Phaeophyceae, it is cellulosic, that is made of cellulose, but it also will have a gelatinous coating, and the gelatinous coating is of algin. So cellulose is present inside, and outside it will be covered by this algin. Talking about the plant body, now in the case of Phaeophyceae, we can say that it is divided into three parts. There can be a structure called as holdfast, there can be a structure called as S-type, and there can be a structure called as frond. Now, holdfast will attach the plant body to the substratum. So, we can say it is working as a root. This S-type will work as the stalk, so we can compare it with stem, and frond is the leaf-like part, and it is the part which performs the process of photosynthesis. So these three parts are present in this Phaeophyceae. Talking about the reproduction, it occurs by all three ways: vegetative, asexual, and third is sexual reproduction. Talking about vegetative reproduction, it occurs by the process of fragmentation. So body will fragment or break into small parts, and each part will give rise to the new member. In the case of asexual reproduction, it occurs by zoospores. The term zoo refers that the spore is motile, and it is motile due to the presence of biflagellate condition. Talking about the shape, it is pear-shaped, and obviously it is biflagellate, so it has two flagella, and the flagella are unequal. Talking of the next reproduction, that is sexual reproduction, it can be all three types. It can be isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous. The difference lies in the fact that in isogamous, the two gametes will be similar in size. In the case of anisogamous, gametes will be dissimilar in size. In the case of oogamous, male will be motile, female will be non-motile. And in the case of sexual reproduction, there will be union of gametes in water, or it can be within oogonium, and this is in the case of oogamous species. Talking about the shape of gametes, gametes are pyriform. Pyriform means that the shape is of spear, and it will have two flagella which will be attached to it. Talking about the important examples of Phaeophyceae. So, one example we talked about Ectocarpus over here, which had a simple branched filamentous body. This is example. Next is the kelps. We talked about the marine forms which may reach up to a height of 100-meter kelps. The third is laminaria. Next is fucus. Next is dictyota, and next is sargassum.